Hi, Flosstube world. It's Mrs. Stitches or Sheila. I am a cross stitcher in Southwest Nova Scotia, and welcome everybody. Hi. Today's date is March 2nd, 2024. I'm very good at that when it's the start of the month. It's a little easier. So I got lots to show you. I participated in a 24 hours of cross stitch and got tons done. Tons. Really. Almost 6,000 stitches done. It was crazy. And I have the giveaways, which I'll do right off the bat here, right at the beginning. And I think that's about all. And so it's just mostly going to be cross stitch today. This is a shirt I got. I don't know, I've never even seen this movie. I got it at, we have a discount store here. I think it's only in Nova Scotia called Frenchie's. And so I got this at Frenchie's. So I was pretty pleased with that. So I thought it was appropriate for today's video. So let's start off with the giveaway. So where did I put them? I might have to pause in between if I'm not organized here because I got everything. We are in a state of renovations, and so I don't know if you can see me behind me, but there's all our drywall and it's all just everything everywhere all at once. Okay, let me see if it's in here. Let's see. I don't think it's in there. I'm probably going to have to pause and just look because I'll show you the giveaway. So just pause. I always do that. I pause and then it's right there. It's just the panic of you guys watching me makes me like, whoa, and I can't find it, but I found it. So yay. So I'm not going to do the wheel spinning. I did do the wheel spinning, but I'm going to actually just announce. I want to just do no editing. So I will include my email address below, and I'll comment on the comments just in case, but just going to go through these. So the first thing I was giving away was the bear in Cottage Country Samplings, and the winner of this was Gail Maltese. Gail Maltese, if you could email me your mailing address, that'd be great. And then the next one, do I have these in order? No, I do not. The next one was this band sampler called Diamond Bouquet by Just Nan. It's very small, but it's got some special stitches, kind of a fun pattern. This one was won by Jerry. Congratulations, Jerry. If you could email me your address. I'm going to stop saying that because I'm going to be saying it each time. The next is Christmas Rose of Blackwood Designs. And the winner of this is Darlene Dion. Wow, 2 weeks in a row. Congratulations, Darlene. I still have your address, I think. Oh, I wonder if I deleted them. I may have deleted them. So it'd be best if you actually just email me your address again. Safer. I heard another Flosstube talk about that. Is best just to delete it, then you don't, if anything happened, you don't have people's addresses. So that's a good way to go. The next is Blue Flower Huckleberry Farm. Oh, I love this pattern. Blue Flower Huckleberry Farm. And the winner of this is KEB Studio Creations. Way to go, Karen. Yay. Congratulations. Once again, I still will need your address, even though I probably could find it. And then we got the loon by D20 Stitches. And the loon goes to Sandy Smith. Congratulations, Sandy. And then the last one, we only had 3 entries in this one. And it turned out that the other 2 people already won something. So this actually didn't need to be spun. But this was won by the Twitchy Stitcher, which I was really happy because she said she really wanted it. So this is the bookmark book. So excellent. There we go. Congratulations, everybody. Yay. We'll see. It'll probably be a couple of Flosstubes before I do another giveaway. And we'll get a stash up of some more patterns. So we'll just wait on that. Okay. Now, let's see. I probably am totally disorganized here, but let's see if I can work this out. I'm going to pause again just briefly. Okay, so now I shall go through my whips. Oh, I'll tell you a little brief life update. My husband and I went in, so orienteering starting again, and we went to an orienteering training session. My foot is getting better. It's still not 100%, but I thought I really, really wanted to go. And so we went. It was far more walking than I expected. I thought we were going to just do some hands-on stuff and kind of learn stuff, but no, we ended up probably doing about 5K. It was so much fun though. And it was neat because I think being distracted with trying to find my way, and we actually were bushwhacking. It was amazing and just a really, really great time. I really do love that sport. Okay, so my fancy project bag. Yep. So I spun for May's starts, and I have one which you will see in the finishes, and the other, this is the other one, which I probably should do the finishes first. Let's do the finishes first, because that's the way I normally do it. So can we figure out what our finishes are? Now we're going to do them in order, just to be straightforward. So it's going to be mixed up. So this is, these are in the orders I was stitching them after. So I picked it. This was one of the spins, and it's by Tiny Modernist, and it's Octopus Biscornu, and it's my first ever Biscornu. And yeah, I showed you last time. So you saw it last time. So I got started on it, and I think I'd shown you a bit. That's right, because I remember I had a hard time showing which way was up. So I probably still will have a hard time, but I've done a bit more. And it doesn't matter which way's up, but there you go. I've done a little bit more. I'm not going to fill in his eyeball because there's back stitching in black. So there's no point in me just doing the eyeball. I might as well wait till I'm ready to back stitch. So that's going to be my finish for May. So I still have a ways to go on that. But I might try to get some done. We'll see. I'm using it as motivation to get these done. Then I can do my next spins of 2. I have on my wheel pretty much all the things that I own that I want to start. And right now there's 40 something. So just even putting them in the list, and like, oh, I want to start them, but I must finish first. So, okay, next, I was working on this in the evenings, and you saw this last time too. This was Modern Folk Embroideries, Reaching Skyward. I was gifted this last year at Stitch North. And yeah, so I love it. And I'm doing a combination of, you have 2 different patterns. I'm doing half of one, half of the other. I still have this in the hoop. So I was working on this almost like a daily. I kind of got away from that. I had other things come up. So, but I am close to finishing off. I'm trying to do them because it's separated out into the month stitches and kind of like a horizontal band. And so you could theoretically do like a band type a month. But I want to cut this fabric, but not there yet. So there you go. So April's finish is right along there. So I just had a little bit of the border to come down a tiny bit. But for all intents purposes, I am caught up for April. Oh, let's just move this needle minder a little bit over. There we go. And there we go. Isn't it pretty? So this is on Leo and Roxy Floss Co. I think it's Boot Cut the Fabric, and then Hussy, I think, is the red, and the pink is Afternoon Tea. So I'm stitching this. It's 18 count, and I'm doing 1/1, of course. So loving that. So hopefully this will be a finish this year. We'll see. Might be. If not this year, it'll be early next year. So we'll just get as far as we can. Okay. This is good by going through. Then 24 hours of cross stitch came up. And so because I stitch a lot each day, I'd like to figure out a way to challenge myself. And so this time I think I picked 5 projects, and I wanted to do 6 hours on each. So total of 30 hours on my 24 hours. So I'm trying to do 10 hours each day. I ended up doing 11 hours, I think, the first day and 11 hours the second day. So I made great progress. I kept track of the all the projects were on Pattern Keeper, so I actually had my stitch counts. I slept in between, so I would try my best to stitch from pretty much 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Even though that is 14 hours, there's times in between. So I went for a short walk with my husband. I ate my meals. I did the dishes. I did whatever. I was cat sitting, so was I cat sitting that weekend? Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, but I kind of balanced it out, but I still would sit and stitch 3 hours at a time, then take a break 3 hours at a time. So it was really good. I was shocked at my progress. So I got my stitch count on each one. So the first one I did, where is it? It's right here. First one I did was Pandemic. And it's the one I got the most stitches done. For 6 hours of stitching, I got all the threads curled up in it. Let's just put you guys over here. You guys go over here, okay? For 6 hours of stitching, I got 1,355 stitches full cross. Wow. I am pleased with that. So let's see if I can figure out where I was working. I know where I was working. And I'm not going to edit, sorry, but I'll try to remember what wasn't done. So what I worked on was all in this area. And I'm pretty sure I did all of this area here. I'll just show you the whole thing. That is my Pandemic I didn't write down the full percentage. I am aiming for 60% at the end of this year, and I believe I'm at 45 or 46% right now. So getting there. I'm pleased with my progress. And I do love it. I think 18 count is my happy place. This is on 18 count Ada, and I'm just using scrap DMC. Started off with Anchor and then realized I needed way more than what I had. So I've been matching and trying to make up with DMC and doing other colors. So there you go. So that's by Long Dog Sampler, Pandemic. Next I worked on, is this one here? I don't know if this one's here. I don't think it is. So I am definitely, unless I just put it without all its other stuff. Oh, it is here. Oh, aren't I coordinated? I am so with it sometimes. I tried to after I finished. So the next one I worked on is the artist is Heather Kramer, and it's Biopunk Girl Gang 2, and it was charted by the Sewing Shop, Kaylee. And that's what it'll look like when it's done. And this one I worked on 6 hours again, and I got 1,187 stitches done on it. So I did take before and after pictures, but I don't want to edit. I just want to put this in. So I worked in this area mostly, but I'm just working away. That's her hair. And I do have, this is actually a butterfly pin that's coming in. So that's quite exciting. Really excited about that. This one's going to be a long-term project, but it is a lovely, lovely stitch. I really do. It's got a nice set of block stitching. Granted, all the colors are green, but I do love green, but there is a lot of green, but I do love green. So there you go. Okay. Let's see what is next. Next is my daily, and it's going to look a little different. Now, where did I just put that? It must be down here. Because I worked on it since. So this is the Heaven and Earth Design Cell 2024. Mine is Astrology Cat by Ciro Marchetti. I think I got it right this time. Ciro Marchetti. And if trying to finish it this year. It is about 60,000, 66,000 stitches. And so in my 24 hours of cross stitch, I worked on it for 6 hours and I got 1,054 stitches done. And I think I did a tiny bit down here, which is new. And I'm working my way across and doing like a 1 stitch block. So trying to get all the way across. I believe 2 pages is right about here. So I think it's 4 pages across. So I'm working my way across, as you can see. So I do love it. And I'm gonna try and get my next 2 weeks done over the next 2 days. So today I'm trying to stitch 800 stitches, and same with tomorrow and the next day, because I'm leaving on Sunday and I don't want to take it with me. So trying to get the 2 weeks I'm gone at Gaelic College, get it done. And then I'm just going to work on fun things there. So that's not that this isn't fun. It is fun, but you do have the pressure of finishing and a set goal each day. So that is Astrology Cat by Chiro McKetty. Love it. Love it, but it is a challenge. It is something you have to keep up with. So I think I still have another, I've been stitching most of the day today. I think I'm just at about 500, so I have another 300 to go. So we'll get there. Next, still in the 24 hours, I worked on, is it this one? No, it's not. Okay, I might have to find this one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause. It's Pointed Fifth. I gotta go find it in Tempest Fujit. So my next 2. I thought I had them all here, but I don't think I did. So I will pause and I'll be right back. Okay, so took me a while to find one, but I found it, so that was good. Let's go back to my notes. So Pointed Fifth, which is a long dog sampler. And I got 1,277 stitches done on it. I tried to work on it at one time and my eyes weren't working for me. This is on 40 count, Roxy Floss Co. back in the saddle. And so where did I work? I started down here-ish. I worked a bit of this and then I worked all the way up. And this is my top left corner. So there you go. I'll bring it in a little closer so you can see. So mostly that is what I worked on the whole time. That is 1,277 stitches. Look at that crab. Isn't he cute? And a little bunny at the top. So I loving that. Don't remember what my goal is for on that, but that was good to get almost 1,300 stitches done on it. Okay. A little pile happening over there. Next is Tempest Fujit, and this is a Heaven and Earth Designs, James Christian. Oops, excuse me, I burped. James Christensen, and it's going to be a little smaller than originally charted because when I added a 2-inch margin, I didn't add really a 4-inch margin, so I started 2 inches. So when I got over here, it was like short, so I cut off some stuff, and I'm going to have to cut off stuff at the bottom, but. This is Tempest Fujit. And so I put in here 1,005 stitches. And this is on 18 count 2/1. And I do like it, but it was a little slow going. I think I was hitting a bit of a wall at this point, but still got her done. So that's good. So those were the 5 projects. And they added up to, I believe, 5,878 stitches over 30 hours. And the funny thing is after I finished up, I still stitched more. I just didn't count it per se. So I think I switched back to my Reaching Skyward or something. I think I want to do after working on Pattern Keeper, sometimes I just like working on charts because I can watch YouTube and I just find it not having to mark things off. I actually just kind of get more in a groove sometimes of working on paper patterns. Oh, there goes our little MGV. My husband's taking it for a drive, our Molly. So then next I got I think this is what I worked on. This is a whip that I had I think 2 years ago. I started this at one of the summer camps that Colorado Cross Stitcher puts on. And I think it was supposed to be a monochrome was what the idea was. And what I did was I took a pattern. Um, this is, this was a primitive hair design from, I joined, it was like the Primitive Stitchers Club. Total, in my mind, rip off, because I paid what I felt was a lot of money and got patterns. Didn't really like all the patterns. I've only stitched 2 of them. I didn't like the way they came. I couldn't really get them into Pattern Keeper, so I got them on. I had to buy markup XP. Just not really enjoying it all. And so this was supposed to be dreaming of stitching or something like that. So I recharted for stitching my stash. Used only one color, which didn't really work well because I didn't kind of clue in that you actually needed the 2 different colors. But anyways, kind of designed it on my own. So I started it a while back and this was my finish. So it is really kind of my own design afterwards. I changed the year just for fun and kind of just did almost like a long stitch for the thread and scissors down here and just kind of just had fun with it. So there you go, stitching my stash, which is sort of my motto. So that was a finish. That was finished. Oh, I got my finish list here. That was finish. Yeah, there was another finish. I'm doing these out of order. But that was finish number 25. So I actually got 3 finishes done, I think. But I don't actually have them in order here. What was my other finish? Well, I don't know what my other finish was. I think I'd already finished that one. Okay, well, we'll just go with it. Yeah, okay. I finished this one. Okay, this was my other finish. And this is probably what. So this was my spin for May. And this was a little kit that I picked up at the freebie table. And it was called Sentiments. Keepsake card. And it says across the bottom, what is it? Hummel? Which I didn't include that. But it was an amazing stitch. Thank you, whoever put that on the freebie table, because I was really impressed with the design on this. There was, I believe, around 20 colors in this little thing, and it just stitched up so adorably. Just really, really cute. I absolutely loved it. It doesn't even have a ton of pack stitching, but look at that. Isn't that cute? So that was a fun stitch. I enjoyed that a lot. So I will be passing the stash on the pattern of this. I'll see if I have any leftover threads, but not right away. We'll be doing that some other time. So I'll hold on to that. So that was my finish number 24. And then I finished up for the month of April. This is Sweet Pea. This is the flower of the month Sweet Pea, a freebie chart. And so that was finish number 26. So you can see I'm down to 26 now. So there we go. And that's all those 3. I had those all together. Then I don't know if I was watching somebody, or I think I must have been watching somebody, and I just suddenly got a hankering for working on my Rosewood Manor Language of the Flowers. I don't think I have any. Oh, and I got to show today's start. So this is a whip that I've had now for I think I got it in 2022. And so I'm hoping to finish this year. I am going to have to really work at it, but this is what it'll look like when it's done. I absolutely love it. And I'm doing all my own colors. I'm just kind of putting colors in however I see fit. It's just whatever strikes my fancy at the time. So I was trying to do a page a month for a while there. So these are the top row of pages. So I'm all the way, I got my corner to corner along top. Now I'm actually trying to work my way down to the bottom, and I believe this might be the bottom. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think this might be the bottom. There's a little extra there. So that is how much I have done at this point. So what I worked on was mostly this down here. So I had a lot of this done. I had a tiny bit to finish up here, and I put in all of these, and that was a full night of stitching away. And it's just really, really pretty and really fun. But you know what? When you put something away for some time, you kind of forget what you were using, what you were doing, especially when you're completely substituting things. It's a little bit sketchy. I think this tee, I started stitching it in the wrong color and then had to pull it out and then start again. And there are a couple things here I stitched several times, and I ended up with still something's wrong. Things don't quite mesh here, but that's okay. The nice thing about samplers too is there's fudge room too. Like you can just, they don't have to be in the exact same spot as long as they're not touching or whatever, but you can fudge a little bit. So that's nice. I like that. So yeah, so that was good. I don't count stitches on that. And then I think that, oh, no, I got more here that I didn't write down. Oh, I just have to keep following my notes. Okay, at this point, I'm going to do a shout out. I'm just doing these in order. And my shout out is for Sarah at I Swear I Am Stitching. I don't know how long I've been watching her. I feel like it's been a couple of years. She's great to start watching now because I believe she's doing some kind of mania. She told us what it was, and oh, it's magazines. She's working through magazines. So she wants to get rid of her magazines, and so she's picking patterns out of magazines and going to work on them, I think 2 days each or something like that. She's been doing some seasonal fancy ladies, which is really wonderful to see. And I passed a stash to her, and it's really nice to see. It's 7 Colorful Birds. I had the pillow. I should have brought it down. It was one of my very first stitches. I bought it as a full kit with this pillow and made it for my mother-in-law. And then when my mother-in-law passed, I got it back to me, which is a neat thing when you're actually stitching something as a present to realize it may come back to you. Which is sort of sad, but still also nice. I've shared it with her, so I really feel good about that. And then Sarah saw it on one of my videos and asked where she could get it, and where I had gotten it no longer was available. And so I said, well, would you just like the pattern? Because I still had the pattern. So passed the stash to her, and she was so excited. And her son, it was for her son, and he was so excited. And so she stitched it pretty fast, and he's just thrilled about it. And so it's really, really neat to see someone appreciate something that's passed like that. Is awesome. So go give Sarah a watch. She does some quilting, but she shows a lot of cross stitching. She has a variety of projects, and she just is really. She did if you go back and watch, she did in March, a March matchup, which was really fun to watch and inspired me. I think I'll do a matchup in either August or September. I'm not sure which, probably September, but I'm not, we'll see. So give Sarah a watch. That is, I Swear I Am Stitching. Okay, there's my shout out. Next is, Youre Here, is I call it, I'm going to remember that one. I'm going to bring this one up just so I don't forget. I don't think I had that one written down. My next one is, it's from the Cross Stitch magazine, Cross Stitch for the Earth. And I'm calling this Seasonal Flex. Oops, that's a pattern. Don't want to show you that. Oops. So this is it. And these are just different seasons. So I'm just going to work on them every Sunday for the seasons. So I'm working on spring right now. And just kind of doing a motif a Sunday. So this motif, and this is going to turn out super, super tiny. This is on 20 count, which feels like it's even smaller than that. And so what I did was this one, which was a full coverage block, but really gorgeous, some tulips in the bulbs below. And so this will end right here. I got a little bit more down, but I am right on target on this. I think I'm going to be fine. I won't be stitching on this while I'm at the Gaelic College. I'll be gone 2 Sundays. One Sunday I'm traveling, so it'll be fine. It will be fine. Okay. But I do enjoy stitching that. I like the blocks of color, the colorful, and just the way it flows. It's really, really great. And the other thing I like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, is with this pattern, she uses the negative space. So the negative space here is the eggs. And so like this one has all full coverage, but the one before, which I'm not sure if I showed you, was this nest. And it has eggs, and that was supposed to be, that's a little bird going up. Give me some food. And then there's on here, you can barely see it, but there's the negative space, which is like the flowers of the tree. So it's kind of cool to have that. I like that the negative space is actually incorporated. Okay, next is Sleepy Hollow, and I actually have to be careful. Yeah, I got 3 more to show here. I don't have them all on my list, but I had a lot. I got a lot of stitching done. Well, it's good for me to write lists, but then I know I write lists. So Sleepy Hollow, I work on this on the 13th and the 30th or 31st. So this month it was the 30th. Yeah, and I'm kind of substituting my own threads for the moon. Don't know if I have enough. Might have to. We might be going to a stitchy shop in June or July, so I might be okay. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's Sleepy Hollow by Glendon Place. And I shouldn't put that down there. I should have kept it up. And what have I done? So there we go. I started working on I finished off the tree the month before. And so I was working on the horse's head, and I'm working on the moon behind. And they had some fancy floss. I think it was Krynic that was called for, and I don't have it, but I substitute DMC Diamond in here, so it's kind of part of the horse's ring, and it turned out cool. I like it. Hate stitching with Diamond, but it's a short enough. That was only 8 stitches, 4 stitches in one spot, 4 stitches in another spot. Just make the length short enough, and it's okay. It's okay. So working it a little bit. So I do have some Diamond. It's just as expensive as Krynic or Treasure Babe, but it's just what's accessible to me because that's all that's at Michael's. But that's mostly what I worked on is this horse. I worked my way up and the horse and working on my moon. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Don't know if I'll get it done before. My goal for that is to have it finished up in the month of October. So for Halloween. It was started last October, so 1 year on it. So we'll see if I can do that. Then, that's it for my list, but I got other ones here. So then we had New Year's, a New Year's Day. And so I'm working on, where is your cover photo? I am working on a dimensions kit for New Year. So I'll just work on this on the 29th only. And my goal is to finish this by 2028. And so it in the pattern is divided up into 4 sections. So I'm just doing a section a year. So there we go. So this is the wise owl. Wise owl. And I am right on target. And I think this looks far better in the camera than it does in real life. Let me put my glasses on. Oh, one thing I wanted to address too is, I don't know if you can see this. This is not a black eye. Even my family members, it's just, I inherited that from my father. It's just bad, like brown spots on my face and dark circles under my eyes. So that's just the way I am, just the way I was made. So there you go. That's the wise owl coming, just the trees and the leaves. But isn't that nice? I like it. I like it. It's a lot of half stitches, and I'm learning to like half stitches, but it's different for me to be doing them. And they're like 3 strands often, or 4 strands. So you're just pulling through this. It's a little bit of a bear to work on, but when you work on it, at least it's only once a month, and you kind of get in a bit of a rhythm, so it goes. And then I just started today, because it's the month of May, and some people are doing Mirabilia May. And so I had bought in somebody's D-stash, and I got a Mirabilia in it. Now, I don't have the actual front picture. It's a photocopy of but I believe that they had the original, they just had lost the actual. So I'm stitching this on the Kaylee Fabric of the Month I got last time. This is, and I will insert pictures at some point, but it's Mermaid of the Pearls. It's an out of print Mirabilia, but this is my first Mirabilia, and I'm going to hold it up the right way. And that's what I've gotten done so far. So this is not her tail. This is just a little part coming out. But so what I'm doing is I'm working on it for about an hour each morning. So we'll see how this, and I'm just going to do what I can in the month of May. So you'll see a bit more later on, but that's my start. You can barely see this purple. It shows up a lot more in person, but there you go. That's the start of my Mirabilia. That was the center start, which was kind of tricky because I had to count. Like the center start was nothing in that space. So I had to count. And then at first I counted wrong. I stitched some and then I realized my mistake. And then, just kind of, yeah. But so far I'm enjoying stitching a Mirabilia. So I've been scared the whole time. And that is everything. That is all. So that's great. So next month, I'm still working on finishing the octopus, and then I'll have another plaid series by KB Creations. It's going to be umbrella, which I'll probably start when I come back. So that one's still to come. And then my flower of the month, which I don't even know what it is yet. I haven't looked ahead. So those will be my 3 other finishes. And then we'll see. I might pick up something else to finish, or I might not. I'm doing 2 new starts. So one is a Celtic one by Joan Elliott. Why don't I just go get it and show you? Okay. So this is the new start. I'm planning to start this at the Celtic College, and it is Sud Mil Felcha, and I'll probably learn to pronounce that better. I'm taking up a bunch of fabrics because I'm not sure which fabric to stitch it on. I'm kind of thinking just a plain fabric because that's what is shown here. It's actually on a white, but I think that might be nice. Or I got this purple, which the colors are mostly, the colors are mostly green, blue, and a gold and a light blue. Might read okay on this purple, but we'll see. And then the other one, I'm not going to show you because there's really nothing to show, is my other start is I joined, what's the name of it? The Frosted Pumpkins new cell, which is Arctic Animals. And I've never joined any of their cells before. And they're a little cutesy, and I haven't really been into cutesy. But the Arctic Animals, I do love Arctic Animals. So I thought, and I do like that they actually have a discounted price if you join early. So it's cheaper if you buy it before it actually opens up the sale. So I got it kitted up, and I believe it starts on May 9th. And I'm up in Cape Breton until, I think I'm up there till May, I think 18th or something like that. It's a Friday I'm up there till. So I will be taking the stuff with me, and I may or may not start it up there. It's just one installment. I might be okay just to wait till I come home, but if I feel so inclined. Also kind of been debating on getting the Lola Crow Deadly Aquarium, but I don't know if that one's any cheaper beforehand, or if you could just wait till it all comes out, and then if you want to do it, you do it. If not in the same price. So may not sign up on that. I might wait to watch it. Although the frame I've seen people stitching looks pretty cool. It's got some seagulls sitting on the thing. I think that's really awesome. So yeah, but I got lots on the go. So do I really need another one? I don't know. I do have lots of fabric now, that's for sure. So I think that's it for me. So the main thing is I'm heading off to Gaelic College this Sunday, so in 3 days. So kind of just trying to get everything together. I will probably take the mirror up, and I will be taking up those 2 projects, and I might be taking up the Octopus Biscornu if I haven't finished it. And yeah, I'll just be, I'm sure I'm going to have stitching time, because I think our classes, I think we're like, you know, the classes are only some set hours. There's some in between hours during the day. I can't go walking a lot right now. I still got to rest my heels some more. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. I've been practicing with my Duolingo, and I learned that I think Sheila is an Irish name, and sort of original spelling would have been S-I-L-E, which is pretty wild to think that that is Sheila, and that's pronounced Sheila. The one with the A-G-H on the end is more of a shilach, I think. So anyways, it's really, really exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I should have been able to say ha mi biardin. I'm excited. I will learn more. I will get better. I promise. Ishma Sheila. That's my name is Sheila. So I can say some things. But anyways, I will not inundate you with too much Gaelic. But that's it for me. I don't know. I will do a floss tube when I get back, and I will tell you all about it and show you what I've started and stitched. Probably won't be as heavily loaded as this one was, but you never know. So take care, everybody. Chiore. And that's goodbye in Gaelic, and maybe that's what I start doing, is saying Chiore, Youre Here, which is goodbye, my friends. So take care, everybody. Chiore.